Question 9. The cost of renting a speedboat can be described by a linear equation. Renting the boat for 2 hours would cost $100, while renting it for 5 hours would cost $190. Determine the equation of a line that would describe the cost of renting the speedboat in dollars after H hours of renting, in C dollars. Okay, so usually we use y equals mx plus b, right? Y and x are the variables, but in this case, we want the cost, C, in H hours of renting. So we're going to have C equals mH plus b. We have new letters, right? But this will make sense in a second. So essentially, we just want to determine m and b, and once we do, we already have the equation. So now let's use this information here. So renting the boat for 2 hours, so if H is 2, the cost is 100. But if H is 5, so if you rent the boat for 5 hours, the cost is 190. So I'm going to say that this is H1C1, H2C2. And m, which is just the slope, can be determined by the slope formula, which usually is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But in this case, I'm going to use c as y, so c2 minus c1 over h2 minus h1. So c2 is 190, c1 is 100, h2 is 5, h1 is 2. 190 minus 100 is just 90. 5 minus 2 is 3. 90 divided by 3 is just 30. Okay, so that is the slope, right? M. And we already have that. So C equals 30 H plus B. And B is the only value that is missing. Once we have it, we have the equation. To find it, I'm just going to plug this point in, essentially. Essentially, it's just a point, right? H1, comma, C1. So I can plug 2 in for H and 100 for C. Plus B. So 100 is equal to 30 times 2, 60 plus B. Then I can subtract 60 from both sides of the equation. And we have found B. Those cancel out, right? So B is equal to 100 minus 60, 40. So the equation of the line is, actually let me have it in blue. No, let's change the color to black actually. C equals 30H plus 40. And what does that mean? Well, we have a fixed cost component here of $40. And per hour, it's 30. So if we were to plug in 2 hours for the rental, and H is 2, 30 times 2 is 60, plus 40, 100. And if we rent it for 5 hours, H is 5, 30 times 5, 150, plus 40, 190. So this is it. So we're done question 9.